The extraordinary success of this mission was due to the incredible skill, bravery, and selfless courage of the United States military and our diplomats and intelligence professionals. It was designed to save American lives.
The families of the 13 American soldiers who died in a terrorist attack in Kabul a few days ago would definitely argue with that. Biden's appearance at the dignified transfer of the remains certainly added insult to injury.
I said, I swear to God, if he checks his watch one more time, I couldn't look at him anymore after that, considering especially the time and why we were there. I found to be the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
Now, after this so-called successful operation, over 100 Americans are still stranded in Afghanistan. The exact number is not known, apparently. And that is despite Joe Biden's promise that no one would be left behind.
Now we believe that about 100 to 200 Americans remain in Afghanistan, with some intention to leave. And for those remaining Americans, there is no deadline. We're going to try to get it done before August 31st.
But if we don't?
If there are American forces, if there's American citizens left, we're going to stay till we get them all out.
Now, while the U.S. public overwhelmingly favors withdrawal from Afghanistan, polls also show that the public is unhappy with how it was done. Over 80% of the public says that they wanted the military to stay in and make sure that Americans would get out safely. Now Republicans are stepping up and calling for Joe Biden to step down.
We call upon, most somberly, the resignation of this President Joe Biden.
And it's the right thing to do to preserve some modicum of honor and to step down.
I think one of the reasons why the past couple of weeks of Afghanistan have been such a shock to some and such a disappointing confirmation to others is because of that disconnect between reality and how that reality is projected.
I believe there should be accountability for what I see as probably the biggest failure in American government on a military stage in my lifetime.
But it's not just Republicans. Some Democrats also seem rather unsatisfied by recent events.
The evacuation process appears to have been egregiously mishandled. In order to move forward, we need answers and accountability regarding the cascading failures that led us to this moment. Our troops deserve nothing less than a complete and unvarnished truth.
I think that the timeline is less important. What do we have to do to get the U.S. citizens and others out of the country?
And within the military, there is discontent as well. Over 90 retired generals and admirals called for the highest-ranking U.S. general and for the U.S. Secretary of Defense to step down.
The loss of billions of dollars in our advanced military equipment and supplies falling into the hands of our enemies is catastrophic. The damage to the reputation of the United States is indescribable. We will be seen for many years as an unreliable partner in any multinational agreement or operation. Trust in the United States is irreparably damaged.
Now, after 20 years, the war in Afghanistan seems to have come to an end, at least for America. Joe Biden is taking credit for finally bringing the troops home. However, the manner in which he did it has many questioning his competency. We've got a situation where it looks like August is wrapping up to be the worst month yet for the Biden White House.